on tape from Charlotte, North Carolina. It's Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. Tonight, join Johnny and his guest radio personality Tierra, Ajon, comedian Mark Evans, rap Sulfur, the house band Cracker, Snackmeat, James Walker II. I'm Sid Davis. Now here he is, the godfather of goofiness, Johnny Millwater.
Hey, legs up, yeah! Yeah! Oh, I love that part. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for being here. You ready? You ready? Oh, welcome. Welcome. Welcome to Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. I am your host, Johnny, and you are in for a treat. We have an unbelievable show today. Don't you think, Sid?
This is a remarkable show. This show's good. Tony Bennett wants to do a duet with it.
It's that good.
I'm just reading what's on the cue card.
There we go.
Okay, yeah.
The show is so good, Tony Bennett wants to do a duet with it. Still not funny. Okay, yeah.
Yes.
All right. Should we start over? No, we'll just go. We'll just go. We'll just go. It is a great show tonight. You're going to have a lot of fun, but we have something very, very special, something new. A lot has changed here on the show, you probably noticed. We have lights now. That's cool. Yeah. Microphones. Things are looking up, but we have a brand new house band, ladies and gentlemen. We used to have Junk Gallery. They have moved on to bigger and better things all across the country. But tonight, and hopefully for some time to come, we have one of my favorite bands from Charlotte. Been trying to get them on forever. Crackers and Snackmeat with James Walker II. Thanks for coming, Crackers.
Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you very much. We're really glad to be here, Johnny. Thank you for the opportunity. We love you. We miss you. Oh, man, it's really good to be here.
No, it's weird.
Oh, well,
No, I love you too, and I missed you. I'm so nice. So James, for those of you that don't know, James, besides being an incredibly talented musician, James Walker II. He's also one of the funniest men I've ever met in Charlotte. He does comedy all over the place, improv, stand-up. He does it all, right?
you're just telling them I'm a sad drinker. That's what you're saying right now.
I was implying it for sure.
Yeah, it's true.
The said can be said about all of us here at the talk show. Wonderful. And how about these fellas you're working with? Can you tell me a little bit about them?
Oh, yeah, definitely. This is Phil Black right here, the guitar player.
Woo, Phil Black.
What's that, Phil?
Hi, everybody.
And over here, this is Jason French on bass.
Woo. French.
And back here, this is Colin. Ray, I assume. What's your last name? I don't pay attention to drummers much.
Never met him before?
How do you do?
Colin? Your name is Colin?
Colin.
Colin. Makes much more sense.
I like
Colin
that
is
nickname.
a great name. Colin's good. Are you going to look like that the entire series? With the mustache and the... You look like the bad guy from V from Vendetta. It's all day, every day. That's a look. I'm just jealous. I can't grow facial hair, so I take it out on the people who can grow it and make it work. Looks awesome. Well, welcome to each and every one of you. Thanks for being here tonight. And just so the folks at home can know, besides the great music they hear here on the show, where can they hear more of Crackers and Snackmeat?
You can go to Reverb Nation /Crackers and Snackmeat. We'll tell you something else later, but right now, do that.
Well, stay tuned for that, ladies and gentlemen. Crackers and Snackmeat with James Lee Walker III. The second, not Junior, the second. You got to tell me about that sometime. That's a fascinating turn. But we got a lot to
Johnny
talk about
has
this
changed
week.
over there. The band is they've got lights over there.
That's a good point. That's one of the big changes. One of the reasons that we had problems before is that we didn't have lights. Finally, we care so much about you guys. Ladies and gentlemen, the band is lit. The band is lit.
They are lit. I have to say, though, if you smell the green room, they were lit when they got here.
We'll see you at the after party. It's all good.
You want us to play music or talk philosophy? Either way, we can give you that. So,
We'll come back. Nice. Been a crazy week anyway. A lot of weird things going on in the world. Hey, here's something. This is kind of an interesting thing, especially for me and my people. They have discovered recently at Columbia University, a new study shows that obese adolescents are much more likely to lose their hearing as adults. That's true. Obese adolescents are more likely to lose their hearing as adults. Ben & Jerry's has a new flavor coming out called Death by Chocolate.
Death by
That's good. That's it, right? That's probably it. That's more than enough, really. Thank you very much. Oh, here's one from Japan. This is a really fascinating story. We even have a picture. There's a gentleman from Japan, a Japanese robotics expert by the name of Hiroshi Ishiguro, recently made a new kind of human-looking android that looks exactly like him. He calls it the Geminoid, and it looks just like him. In fact, we have a picture. Can we look at that picture over there? Oh, I'm not sure either of those guys are human. Wow. That's terrifying. Can you imagine how different his life would be if someone had told him about masturbation? There's so much work. There's so much work. Can you believe that?
Some people will do anything to be able to drive in the HOV lane.
The good news is all robots will have that Bill Bixby haircut, so it's easy to find. So don't panic. Hey, here's another one from Japan. All the good stuff was in Japan this week. A Japanese trend, and this is absolutely true. I swear I'm not making this up. A strange practice among Japanese children and teenagers called oculinctus, where they lick each other's eyes as a display of affection. They lick each other's eyeballs. Can you imagine? Yeah. And apparently, and this is true, it's led to an outbreak of pink eye in Japan. Yeah. That's not pink eye. The white part of their eye is blushing.
It'd be very hard to tell if a Japanese person had pink eye. Booze. We're getting booze now.
Racist. Hey!
Booze. Really?
Yeah, we don't have that many people. You can't upset them. Come on, man. Meet me halfway.
No, we want to make them happy.
But it's okay. We're going to win you back. In fact, I want to share something with you right now. One of my favorite segments on the entire show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome. It's time for a Patrick service announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, substituting for Patrick Stewart tonight is Mr. Charlie Eaton.
That's weird.
My name is Patrick DIANTETE. I am an African American.
I'm Patrick Stewart. I'm a black dude.
We are here to give you words of wisdom. If you climb up a tree, you must come down that same tree.
And I learned in high school, punks jump up to get beat down.
Patrick's service announcement, ladies and gentlemen. This is weird though. What happened to Patrick? There's another Patrick usually, Patrick Stewart.
Tomato, tomato.
Potato, potato.
Very nice, Patrick service announcement. Oh, I love those. Hey, I got time for one more crazy story. This is out of Thailand. Anybody here from Thailand? Anywho, Thailand, the report said out of their country, monks are living lavish lifestyles. Monks are living in expensive cars, they're driving limousines, they got private jet planes, expensive handbags, really expensive sunglasses. I had no idea Ric Flair was a monk. But apparently, the monks, they're really rich monks out there. I don't understand where they're getting the money, Sid.
Well, they don't spend it on getting haircuts, that's for sure. A lot of
That's very
savings.
true, because they're Bud, but they have Bud life. You get a Buddhist life. You could imagine the Bud life. All right, one more. When asked about the charges, the monks gave no comment. It's a vow of silence joke, everybody. Come on, because they don't talk, because they're monks.
Yeah.
Fair enough, all right. Usually I get the wrap it up signal from the floor director. I'm getting it from the audience, so it's about time to wrap it up, but we have a fantastic show tonight. We have a great show. We're going to skip that joke, go to the next one. There we go. We have a fantastic show tonight. Tonight's guests, we have radio personality Tierra. Ajon is here. Comedian and a good friend of mine, Mr. Mark Evans, is in the house, ladies and gentlemen. He's Southern, not stupid. And musician, the grand return of one of my favorite rappers in the world, the baddest man in Charlotte, Sulfur, is here tonight. So you know you're in for a great show. Stick around. We'll be right back. Crackers and Snackmeat, will you take us home?
Oh, oh. Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater is brought to you by Biggs Camera. For more than 40 years, Biggs Camera has offered the latest cutting-edge film and digital photographic equipment and hard-to-find and collectible items to all photographers, professionals, amateurs, and hobbyists. Biggs Camera, making photography simple since 1959.
The Vague News Network, with television's obscurest news team. Revolutionaries overthrow an oppressive government. Michelle Obama urges Americans to do something. Brangelina's ovulated. And drugs continue to be the #1 cause of Americans getting high. All this and pandas tonight on DNA. Steve Vanilla on sports.
What a ball game!
Madame Ariana with her weather report. Food critic Roger Nussbaum. All this and nothing more on VNN. Vague news. All of the news, none of the facts. What's that behind you?
Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater will be right back. Hi, I'm Johnny Millwater, and I'm here to remind you, if you're going to a party, leave your guitar at home. Douche.
Crackers and Snackmeat with the fast fade. Loved it. Ladies and gentlemen, most of you are nerds who watch this show. You know that here in town in Charlotte, we had a very special occasion this month. We had HeroesCon, which is the largest comic book convention they have in North Carolina, possibly in the South. I always want to go. Every year I want to go, and I never get to. This year, we sent somebody else. We brought a camera crew and somebody that's never been on the show before. As a matter of fact, we're introducing him for the very first time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Thomas Noel. Good to see you, Thomas. Welcome to Crazy Late. Thanks for being here. Thanks for going out to HeroesCon.
Thank you.
Now, I can't help but notice you got some fancy spectacles on here. What's going on with that?
They're not actually spectacles, Johnny. This is a ruby quartz battle visor. I wouldn't expect you normals to know what that is. But Johnny here is a nerd.
Yes, I am.
Nerd.
Yeah. That's how you keep the lights from coming out your eyes, right?
Very good.
Yeah.
I'll show you. Here's this quick test. What is the name of Superman's dog?
Crypto.
I rest my case.
Very, very cool. I've never seen you wearing them before. That's a powerful image. Were you wearing that at the convention?
For about half of it, I was.
Okay. Because I would imagine everybody's wearing a costume out there.
A lot of people were wearing a costume. It was actually my first convention, surprisingly.
Wow.
And we took a camera crew, and HeroesCon is put on by my comic book store that I go to. Heroes Aren't Hard to Find here in Charlotte. Fantastic. I wanted to see what the world of HeroesCon is all about.
The world of HeroesCon, and you have a video. Let's take a look at that video right now. Or, you know, soon. Soon is good. Oh, here it goes.
Yes, that would be good.
Hey gang, Thomas Noel here for Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. Johnny couldn't be here today, so this is a segment I like to call Tommy on the Spot. We're down at the Charlotte Convention Center for the 31st Annual Heroes Convention. It's a comic book convention that draws thousands of fans from all over the country, hundreds of comic book artists and writers, and even the occasional woman. Come on, I'll show you. We're standing outside with Emma Frost right now, and is this your first Heroes Convention?
Yes, it is.
And did you know that it's after Labor Day?
Yes.
Hey, my eye is up here. We're outside the convention center with Skeletor, arch nemesis of He-Man. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your goals today?
I'm just trying to, get the power of Grayskull, business as usual.
We're inside the convention now. We're talking to Zatanna from the DC Universe. She's a magician. Now, can you tell us a little bit about your costume and why you're wearing it?
I used to be morbidly obese. And then I saw Adam Hughes' Prince as Zatanna, and I was like, I will be Zatanna. So I ended up having gastric bypass and becoming Zatanna.
Now that's interesting because HeroesCon and comic books in general generally don't make people more attractive.
Oh, why thank you very much.
And do you actually know any magic?
No, I don't.
So you're a poser.
I can say the alphabet backwards.
That counts. We're here with Hawkeye. Did you own purple spandex and leather beforehand, or did you have to find an S&M shop?
Yeah, good question. No, I went to the local used superhero store.
Do you know any archery yourself?
Yeah, I actually do.
Oh, wow. So those are functional arrows.
It's a functional suit, yep.
Have you fought any crime today?
Yeah, some girls were attacking me and I had to get them off me, so, you know.
I'm here with Oswald Cobblepot, known as the Penguin. Is your umbrella actually set up to set a trap for Batman?
Well, yes, but you see, right now I have this one set up. I would push the button, but I don't want to gas everyone in here right now.
Well, I had some Arby's earlier, so that might be happening anyway. We've just come outside. We were informed they're doing a cosplay photo shoot, so everyone in costume has been invited to line up on the stairs behind me for a giant picture. There are so many different universes coming together. I think there might become a time warp or wormhole of some sort, or as I refer to it as a nerd hole. The sun is really beating down outside the convention center right now. The body odor levels inside those costumes are reaching maximum potential. I'm standing outside with Rob and Jameson, members of the South Carolina Ghostbusters. I don't know anything about the South Carolina Ghostbusters. Tell me a little bit about you guys.
We use the use of cosplaying as a way to raise money for different charities, Relay for Life, cancer foundations, and things like that.
Now, guys, tell me a little bit about your costumes.
Well, it took us about 6 months to build the proton packs. Everything was built from the ground up.
That's nerdgasmic. I just slammed my pants. The photo shoot just broke up, so everyone's kind of. I'm talking to my assassin, and I'm assuming you're from G.I. Joe. And are you hot in that? You see any Cobra around? I was just assaulted by a zombie stormtrooper. Now, I'm very impressed with the costume. A lot of detail here. You can see the guts coming out the side. You can see a bone, and stop it. And you can see the arm coming out there. Now, what went into building this costume? A lot of thinking, apparently. A lot of pre-thought was going into this. I see some bullet holes here. Were those lasers, or was that actually Rick Grimes?
Brains?
More brains.
Well, this is actually from a novel that was put out a couple of years ago that kind of crossed over horror and Star Wars, which is called Death Trooper.
And when did you realize you were not good at sports? From Watchmen, we've got Rorschach. Now, can you tell me a little bit about Watchmen the book?
I am the best character, obviously. And at the end, it hurt a lot when I exploded.
Yes, I can imagine so. We're outside from Mortal Kombat. We've got Sub-Zero. Now, what have you got against this Scorpion?
First off, he looks like a chicken. I mean, what is this? He's looking like a banana peel. I'm surprised that Donkey Kong doesn't come from nowhere and just stomps on him or eats him.
Are you hot at all in your costume? There's a lot of blacks, there's a lot of dark colors.
I'm Sub-Zero.
I just got schooled by Sub-Zero.
Not yet, but you will be.
I'm outside with Catwoman right now. Do you get a lot of the nerd attention?
Here, yeah.
Oh, sorry. My cameraman's saying we need a little bit more light. Can you help? Perfect. And have you run into any women that are into being force choked?
Not yet. I'm hoping, though. Day's early, so, you know.
Need a couple drinks down with the sand people, right?
Yeah, maybe a mind trick or two.
Perfect. I'm here with Miracle and Chris, actually a wife and husband, and they dressed up as Harley Quinn and Sinestro. How did you guys meet? Was it at a convention or at a HeroesCon?
Yes, we met at Dragon Con in 2006 and got married in the 777 in Vegas and been married for a very long time now.
You just gave a lot of nerds a lot of hope. I just want you to know that. We've had an awesome time here at HeroesCon today. Learned a lot, made some new friends, and really seen some interesting costumes. Signing off for Tommy on the Spot, this is Thomas Noel for Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater.
And I hear there's more, right? There was an after party or something, some without the camera crew, what happened?
There was. After we finished filming, I went and got changed into my costume for the superhero pub crawl.
There's a superhero pub crawl.
There is. We got dressed up and bar hopped around uptown Charlotte.
Wow. But I heard there was an incident.
There was. It was fun right up until the point where I got slapped in the face by Batgirl.
You got slapped in the face by Batgirl?
I did.
Were you committing a crime?
No, this Batgirl had a little bit too much to drink, and she'd mistaken me for another Cyclops that was cheating on her friend.
This is true.
And she walked right up to me and let me have it.
We even have a picture, right? You have a photo of the injury. Is that it?
Let's just us having some fun. There it is.
Oh. So he's got the scars to prove that he's now part of Team Crazy Late. Thanks for taking one for the team. Great segment. Noel is on Facebook and Twitter. Check him out. We'll be right back with Mark Allen. Hey, stop! Don't throw that old phone book away.
But I use the internet now.
Well, tell me this, friend. Can the internet stop a bullet? Phone books can. Can the internet be turned into a piñata? Phone books can. Can the internet get a confession out of a suspect? Phone books can. That's right, phone books. They can be used to start a fire, improve your posture, sop up unsightly messes. Phone books. Still hanging in there.
Karate. Some people think it's okay to teach their kids karate. They think putting them in a white suit with a colored belt makes them above the law. Well, it doesn't. So tell your stupid kid to stop kicking me.
You're watching Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater. Good call.
Every pair of socks he owns is blue. He once put a room full of people to sleep merely by introducing himself. All of his Facebook friends are corporations. He is the least interesting man in the world.
I don't always drink liquid, but when I do, I prefer warm milk. Stay home, my friends.
And we are back! Wasn't that amazing? I didn't see it until today. I had no idea what to expect from Thomas. It was incredibly funny. Unbelievable.
So every one of those superheroes has a power, right?
Yeah.
Is there a superhero with a power that can make microphones work right?
I hope so. The search continues. The search continues. But we got a great show coming up right now, as a matter of fact. In fact, I'd like you to meet our first guest. Our first guest tonight is a very funny woman. She's from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. She's on 107.9, The Link, the promotions department, and she's the founder of the Trippy Troupe Improv. Please welcome Tierra, Ajon. Yeah. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here, Tierra. I just can't believe I haven't met you, because I've lived in Charlotte for 8 years, and I've done comedy almost everywhere. It's the first time running into you, and you're all over the place.
Well, I've actually I started in broadcasting and comedy in like 4 years. It's been a year now.
It's only been 1 year?
It's only been 1 year, and last week was actually my first time performing stand-up.
Wow.
And,
how was it? It's not for everybody.
Well, stand-up isn't for me, but I enjoyed it. I actually started the Trippy Troupe because I've done improv before, and the troupe left, so I said I'm going to start my own.
Right?
So I started my own.
I know exactly how you feel. You start a troupe, everybody leaves, you're a solo act. I understand.
Yes.
That will happen from time to time. So the Trippy Troupe, how many people are in the troupe? We're in the Trippy Troupe.
Right now,
and it's just you now, right?
Right. Well, it's new to Charlotte.
Okay.
And right now there's only about 4 members. Only 4 people I've made official. On June 24th, we're actually having auditions at the Wine-Up in Noda.
Oh,
so
the Wine-Up's a wonderful place no matter what.
From 6 to 9. So.
And is there any particular group that you're looking for?
No, I just want some funny people. I want them to come out, and we'll see if I vibe with them, if they're cool enough to be on the Trippy Troupe, and we'll go from there.
Could I be in the Trippy Troupe?
Come see me on the 24th.
All right, I'll come out to the Wine-Up and audition. I'll try to prepare.
Okay.
So you said that you'd like stand-up, but it wasn't for you.
Yes.
You just did it for the first time. What was it that didn't click for you?
Well, I don't like really trying to make people laugh, because I make people laugh anyway, so it makes me nervous.
That's an important part of the stand-up comedy experience.
It makes me nervous to try to make people laugh. I'm like, are they going to laugh at this stuff? Yeah, I like to improv with it, but yeah.
It's always exciting to work with a group. It's just such a different dynamic.
Yes.
Do you find that there's any major changes from writing for yourself to preparing for a group?
No.
No? It's about the same?
I like it better with group because we can play off of each other.
That's what it's all about. That's what I like to hear, too. And speaking of groups, I hear that you actually, not only are you doing the improv troupe, but you're also trying to put together a singles mixer.
Well, actually, I already do singles mixers.
Really?
I host speed dating for dateanddash.com.
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 It's called Date and Dash?
Dateanddash.com.
There's other names for that kind of activity.
Well, I host the speed dating events for them, and it's always like probably 20 or 12 women and then 3 guys. So I was like, maybe
like them odds.
guys, and the women stay the whole time to meet all the guys, like all 3 of them. And so I was like, no, I'm gonna have a mixer. That way, guys won't get scared by the word speed dating. And
a lot of pressure. How do you make that impression in 30 seconds? How do you?
Well, you get 6 minutes.
Oh, that's too much.
Yeah, you get 6 minutes. You get 6 minutes.
I can only make them like me for 4.
And it's crazy because, I host these events, and I think I can help people find their mates, but I'm still single. I've been single 2 years.
Yeah, but you have a very specific group of people that you date, though. You have
that's not by
weird
choice.
standards.
That's not by choice. Actually, I have high standards.
Oh, okay.
But every boyfriend I've had has been unemployed or a cheater, and it's not because I want it.
Every single boyfriend you've had has been unemployed or a cheater.
Yes,
all of them.
All of them. They either cheat on me with a girl with a Malibu, which I've had 2 guys cheat on me with a girl with a Malibu.
That's
and then
specific? Is it the same girl with the same Malibu?
No.
Is it Barbie?
No. The other guys were unemployed. They couldn't find jobs.
Oh, that'll happen.
So, yeah.
All that cheating takes up a lot of your time, or you would
I'm
go
worried
look.
now. My wife drives a Malibu. I better check that out.
But when I do have a boyfriend, though, I do try to make it work out. The last guy I was with, I actually slept with his mom to try to keep him, and it didn't
I'm sorry,
work.
I'm going to have to stop you there.
Yeah, we're going to have to find out more about this group.
Yeah, I think so. That's some weird speed dating. He slept with his mom. Explain that, please.
Well, his mom lived out of town, so anytime we went to go visit her.
So it's kinky and inconvenient.
Well, it's not kinky at all. It was actually just very inconvenient. But she didn't want us to sleep on the couch or in the guest room. She wanted us to sleep on her bed. So instead of...
Both of you?
Yeah. Me in the middle, her and him. That's how she wanted us to sleep. And she said, let me give you 5 minutes, and then I'll come in. She wanted us to have a long time.
Was your boyfriend 4?
No, he was he was 21.
21, that's close enough. That's pretty close to 4.
He was 21 years old, and she would say, let me give you 5 minutes, and then I'll come to bed. And I'm like, I'm not doing anything with your son in your bed. And but I thought if I slept with him and his mom, he would see, I want to marry you. I love you a lot.
So what was it like being on the Jerry Springer Show? He seems like he'd be a cool guy. No, that's amazing. That's an unbelievable story.
We didn't know she was coming up here with this. Our lives are so boring.
I had no idea. But I know, I'm thrilled that you're here just because you've given me good advice already. We're just doing our best here trying to throw together a television show, but your goal is to really be an actual honest-to-God talk show host, right?
Yes.
That's what you're working towards.
Yes, I want to be a talk show host. I'm not really into celebrity gossip because I feel like we have so much drama in our own lives, and people need help, and I like being the liaison between people and whatever they need. So people tell me what they need, I make it happen. That's what I want to do.
Your boyfriend in the bed with his mom,
that
was terrible liaisoning.
Yeah.
You need to pick one.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that's why he's my ex-boyfriend. Yeah.
So how did he end up? Was he unemployed or did he cheat?
He did both. He did both.
What kind of fella are you looking for? What's the good news?
Well, I think the thing is I have really high standards. And the fact that I do a lot of things, so guys that meet my standards expect me to have money. And then when they find out I'm broke, they're like, dang. And, so when you're broke, like the guys that are broke too, they understand your pain or something.
I can understand that. I've been a comic most of my
I don't want
life.
a broke guy.
And one of my standards is I want a woman who wants a broke man. That's always been, for me, a woman who can appreciate my brokenness. And I finally found one. I hope you find the right broke guy for you. Because you seem like a wonderful person. You would seem like the top pick. I wish I was broke and single. I'm broke, but I'm not single. But please check her out. You're on 107.9 The Link?
107.9. I'm not on the radio. I do promotions. So
they have great events, though, all the
yes,
time. You can go to the
events,
website to find out the events?
Definitely go to 107.9thelink.com, the home of Bob and Sherry. So from 6 to 10, make sure y'all tune into that.
Absolutely. And what about you? How can they get in touch with you and the work you're doing?
If you want to get in touch with me, you can email me at tangent.talks@gmail.com.
If you have a job
If you have a job.
and your own bed,
You have exceeded her standard.
Well, I don't like short guys, though.
What's that?
I don't like short guys. They have to be at least 6 foot. All of my broke, cheating guys have been over 6 foot, though.
you need to adjust your standards. You need to more, less cheating, and less short guy. That's
All guys cheat.
not all guys cheat.
I think so.
The short ones, they're usually very grateful.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Based on the short guys I've dated. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry. I've wasted everyone's time. That's annoying. But yeah, please check her out on the promotions events, and also check her out on at her email.
And if you want to join the Trippy Troop, June 24th at the Wind-Up from 6 to 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tierra, Ajon. We'll be right back with Mark Evans. Wait here for a minute. Let's take that here.
Introducing the all-in-one utility app. It will turn your smartphone into any tool imaginable. It can be a drill. It can be a bottle opener. It can be any tool you can imagine. The all-in-one utility app. Can you afford not to have one?
Oh, hi! Say, do you hate the Holocaust?
But love trampolines?
Then watch Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter. I'm your host, Butch Hockersmith.
And I'm Skeeter Dunn.
And we're Real Americans talking about real American issues.
Like birds.
And trampolines. So check out Real Americans with Butch and Skeeter at 11:30 on Thursdays.
Don't miss it.
Or else you're a socialist.
There's an epidemic sweeping the country right now, and we've got to get to the bottom of it. White girls with ass. Aren't you sick and tired of the padding and stuffing of jeans, business slacks, even boy shorts? I earn mine one Krispy Kreme at a time. So if you, like me, are sick and tired of this gluteal mockery, join me and say, if you didn't grow it, you shouldn't show it.
And we are back. Ladies and gentlemen, our comedian tonight is one of my favorite guys. He travels all across the country doing stand-up. You've seen him on Comedy Central. He's a favorite on Carnival Cruise Lines. He is Southern, but not stupid. Please welcome from Atlanta, Georgia, Mark Evans!
Oh, thank you. How you guys doing? Having fun? That's great.
Thanks.
Well, thank you for having me, Johnny. This is great. It is so good to be here. See, the last time I was in Charlotte, my agent played a little trick on me. He said, Mark, we got this great gig for you. You're going to be playing for all these rich people at this big, fancy, beautiful country club in Gastonia. Country club, yeah. That's what it was. Y'all, I pulled up. It was a double-wide meth lab parked next to a putt-putt. That's what they called a country club. But I'm like, you guys, you do look good. You really do. Because tonight, you know, when I look out in the audience, I can finally see teeth. Have y'all been down the road? Oh, my God. I told the first joke. They started laughing. It scared the hell out of me. Whole front row looked like a bunch of dang jack-o'-lanterns out there. Tooth Fairy filed bankruptcy, Gastonia, North Carolina. I'm not making this up, y'all. Oh, I got the band too. That's great. Oh, God, we brought me up and said Southern, not stupid. I'm a lifetime Southerner. I'm from Atlanta, live my whole life in the South. By applause, how many true Southerners do we have here tonight? Oh, good. Good to be home. Yeah. Anybody here from New York City by mistake? Oh, right, okay. See, I'm not going to give you any hard time because it's tough coming down here like this because it's hard for us to talk to you. We're separated by a common language, aren't we, the South and New York City? Because we have words and phrases you never heard in New York, right? Like y'all, reckon, fixin', you know what I mean. Please, thank you, may I. Some of that. So, you know, they're nice people. But I've been battling this whole thing about the preconception people have of the South, and I blame Hollywood. They think we're idiots because of things like Beverly Hillbillies, Dukes of Hazzard, Deliverance. That's what they think of us. And for 20 years of doing stand-up, I've been fighting the good fight, and I've kept up. But last year, I think I might have met my match. Honey Boo Boo. Oh, I know. Have y'all seen this creature? Oh my! I'm not going to sit up here and pick on a 6-year-old child, but I'll tell you this: Honey Boo Boo is living proof that Miss Piggy is alive and well. Yeah, and had a baby with Larry the Cable Guy. Oh gosh, I've watched the show once. Has anybody else ever seen the show? It's a train wreck. You got to watch it once. And her mom, that 32-year-old, what's her name, Julie or something like that, or she looks like Jabba the Hutt. You've seen this thing? Oh, she's a grandmother now. Yeah, because one of Honey Boo Boo's sisters had a baby. Her 16-year-old sister had a baby. Yeah. Honey Boo Boo sat there and said, that baby done come right out of her biscuit. What I took from that is we need to stop buttering their biscuits down there. We got enough of them. And I'm from the South. I'm a big guy, so people think I like to hunt. Do we have any hunters here tonight? Where are my hunters at? Yeah! Animal murderers. Okay. So, like I said, I'm a big guy from the South. People think I cannot shoot an animal. I don't know how you can. But you'll love this. I was doing a show on one of the cruise ships, 2,000 people in the audience. When I said, I don't know how you can shoot an animal, back of the balcony, this guy yelled out, pull the trigger. But I'm not going to give you guys a hard time because hunting's legal. It's your right to hunt, go hunt. If I got a problem with it, it's my right to shut up, mind my own business, and stay home. Fair enough? Yeah. Are we all friends again? Okay, good, because I'm going to ask you all this one small favor, especially you hunters. For the love of God, could you please stop calling hunting a sport? It's not a sport. It's hunting. I'm sorry, you can't call anything a sport until both teams know there's a game going on that day. Thank you. And comedy allows us to do a lot of great things traveling around. I was doing some shows in Alabama once, had some time to kill, wanted to go to Ripley's, believe it or not. Y'all been to these things? Mm-hmm. Freaky, I love them. Well, do you know they don't have them in Alabama? The one state in the union that should build a shrine to the damn place? Nothing. The closest thing they got in Alabama to Ripley's, believe it or not, was Uncle Earl's house. You ain't gonna believe this shit. So I went. Freakiest day of my life. It all started when I bought the tickets. The guy selling me the tickets had 2 prosthetic legs and real feet. I want to leave you on this, though. I got to get this off my chest. I had a really rough time this year. See, the doctors came to me and said, Mark, you have no choice. You have to put your mom in a nursing home. Has anybody been there yet? Oh, it's brutal and expensive. Oh, a decent nursing home's $5-6 grand a month. Wanted to bring mom home with me, but I'm on the road all the time. Private nurses, $200 a day. I can't afford that. Figured out what I could do, though. For a one-time fee of $300, I went to PetSmart. Hear me out before you judge me. No, I got me one of those invisible electronic fences, you know. Oh, it was great, y'all. I put a new string of pearls on that shot collar. Mom couldn't wait to put it on. Right? And you know how they get at that age. They'll just wander off. So now if mom tries to get past the mailbox, it's her every time. Some of y'all laughing. Some of y'all taking this a little too seriously tonight. That's my bad. I should have started off with this. Mom's fine. She's fine. No scars, no burn marks, nothing. Well, it only worked for 2 weeks, because by then even she figured it out and clawed the damn thing off, so. Yeah. You know what that means. I had to go all the way back to PetSmart, drop another $20 to get one of those big plastic cones. Thought I had the problem solved till mom went out in the rain, damn near drowned. I got to poke some holes. She's out in the middle of the yard blowing bubbles, trying to stay alive. I'm on the front porch just yelling at her like, Mom, save yourself, look down. Y'all, I'm Mark Evans. Y'all a lot of fun. Thanks for having me here tonight. Thank you.
Mark Evans, ladies and gentlemen. Great job. No, it's great. Thank you so much, Mark. Check out Mark's website at southernnotstupid.com where you can get his CD, Southern Not Stupid. It's Mark Evans. Stick around. We'll be right back. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mark. Sorry about the microphone. We're going to do that again.
Hello. If you're like me, someday you'll die. When that time comes, do you want your loved ones discovering your despicable collection of pornography? Then you need Porn Buddy. Here's how it works. Step 1. Visit our service center and complete a 12-point erotica inventory. Step 2. We'll implant you with a subdermal microchip to track and monitor your vital signs. Step 3. You die. Our team discreetly removes your loathsome smut. It's as easy as that. Porn Buddy. We'll take your secrets to the grave.
Your confiscated filth will be sent to horny children in the third world. Would you like to be a part of the studio audience? Simply send an email to requesttickets@crazylake.com and you'll receive 4 free tickets to our next taping. The Vague News Network, with television's obscurest news team. France continues its production of The French. Congress still kinda disagrees. A famous sprinter runs unusually fast. Continued turmoil in the Gulf. All that and a shocking video tonight on VNN. Steve Vanilla on sports.
That ball game was a rocket buster.
Madame Ariana with her weather report.
Extra heat.
Movie critic Roger Nussbaum. All this and nothing more on VNN. Vague News. All of the news, none of the facts.
Hey. Perfect. And we are back with Mr. Mark Evans, one of my favorite comedians in the whole world. Thanks for being on the show, Mark.
I love it.
Good to see you. Wonderful set. I hope you had a good time.
Have a great. This is an amazing thing you got going here. This is like, almost a real TV show.
Thank you very much.
No, really. You got this great in the band. What is it? Cracker and his canned meat or something? What do they call it? You need to work on that name, bro.
Crackers.
Crackers. Oh, not cracker. That's been bothering me. I was like, I know, man.
You got the numbers off. It's all good. They're amazing. It's fantastic.
And then, like a real TV show back in makeup. I'm not used to makeup. And Leona, she's making us look good with the powder. Sid and I were back there together. Between his head and my nose, they had to run out before they got to you, man. I'm sorry about that. So you're going to chafe a little bit.
Nothing can be done. Nothing. This is all going to be taken care of in post-production. Don't worry about a thing. I'll be skinny and hilarious by the time this hits the air.
And y'all did great taking care of me, too.
I'm so glad to hear.
Spared no expense, put me in the hotel.
Brought you all the way from Atlanta.
Yeah, up to the Super 8.
It is super. It's super.
Well, Debbie, your wife, production manager, stage manager, she said that you put your parents there before there, right? Yeah. So, clearly, Debbie does not like her parents.
That is not the case at all, Mark. Her parents are lovely, wonderful, classy people.
Oh, really?
And they find our house disgusting.
Oh,
so, rather than staying at our disgusting home, they stay at a Super 8, which is nicer.
Well, doing comedy on the road is not glamorous.
It is not.
No, the first place I ever stayed in a hotel, and the first road gig, was in about an hour outside of Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Oh, wow.
Any of y'all been there? Okay, so you understand what this town looks like? That's where people from West Virginia save up to go on vacation. 2 weeks a year, they get their timeshare trailer. It's nice, it is. No, really. It sits high atop Mount Compost. Beautiful view of Lake Septic. You ought to go. Take the kids. And the hotel I got to, I'm not a fussy person. All I asked for was a non-smoking room. I got in there, the ashtray would look like one of these, like this deep, full to the top, dirty. Yeah. I called the front desk to complain. I said, Haji, we're the only one that's been in a $20 hotel.
I guess so. It's just a coincidence. That's the man's name.
Yeah. I said, I asked for a non-smoking room. You're going to fix me up. And he's like, oh, Mr. Man, we make you happy now.
That part was racist. Earlier was true.
A little bit.
But that part was racist.
That was a little bit. But accurate.
Yeah, it's true. It's how he talks, but still, it's not right.
Yeah, well, they'll cut it out, I guess. I hope.
You already made the people from New York mad, so take it easy.
Okay. Well, I'm there. You've seen these hotels. It's a brick building with like 8 doors. I'm the only car in the parking lot. Getting moved to right there didn't seem like a big deal. Apparently it was.
Really?
Because he comes racing over, went right past me. I'm not making this up. God's honest truth. Went right past me, picked up the ashtray, slammed the door. Non-smoking room. I am not kidding.
any room that's not on fire is technically a non-smoking
That's
room
right.
if you really
So,
care.
Thank you. The Super 8's really nice. I'm not going to, just in case you ever hope to get them as a sponsor, I don't
Well,
want to be
our
the guy.
couch is wide open, my friend. If you want to come, and it's not good enough for her parents, but it's good enough for
your
you.
couch. I was going to.
Yeah, oh, this one too. Yeah, this one's
This is where Sid lives now.
We brought this from the house, the chair too. Yeah. That's how we roll. This is made.
Well, yeah, y'all.
It's made of
the people
Legos.
at home don't realize we had to race all the way from Studio 1, where I was on stage, to Studio 9, where you have this set up here. So
It's very good. A lot of people, they watch it
there's the
home
mark.
and
I
they
was
think,
standing
oh, what?
right here 5 minutes ago. That's where I was.
A lot of people, they watch the show and they think, oh, they just brought a couch and put it up on the stage and some curtains. They don't realize
That's exactly,
it.
yeah,
Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We only have the one stage, but I hope it's enough. Because, I mean, God knows places we play, this is paradise.
It
I mean,
is.
We have had some really tough gigs. And some really good ones, too. You're doing cruise ships now, aren't you?
You and I were together.
Yeah,
a
that's
couple
pretty
times.
cushy.
That's
That's
when
nice.
you asked me to do the show.
Yeah. How are the cruise ships going for you?
No, hanging in there. Going to do Alaska in
Really?
a couple of weeks. On the, I go out to the my girlfriend is here. She came.
You got a
clapped for her.
girlfriend?
Yeah.
Way to go, Mark.
She's not inflatable.
Thanks for making the trip.
She's going to go with me on the Paradise in a
that's
couple
lovely.
of weeks. Then I come back and go to Alaska.
Oh, that's so good. I've never been to Alaska. I've played
I've been
all
waiting
49
all
real
forever.
states, but I've never been to Alaska because there's no roads that go there. It's not fair, you know. Do you have anything planned? Are you excited about it? Are you going to
I'm
go
going to
skiing?
try to look at everything. No.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a downhill sport. I think we're built for it.
Turn into one of those.
There's a fine line between
tumbling
skiing and falling.
Avalanches, yeah.
But we've got inertia on our side.
Yeah, we got and gravity. You brought me on the show to look skinny, didn't you? Just so you could look better. That's
Not much. We're pretty close, man. You
enough.
look like my older brother, slightly. I've always felt that about you. I feel very connected to you because we even get when we were on the ships together. Sometimes would ask if we were related because we have the same faith. Do people they look at you and say you look like somebody?
Well, I got the second one today. Back in makeup. I hate saying makeup. That's, anyway, she said
in our makeup
Castle.
area,
Castle?
the ladies' room.
Yeah. The guy from that show, Castle, said my hair may look like him a little bit, and my girlfriend's mother said that, so that's 2 for that.
Nathan Fillion from Castle.
Is that it?
Yeah, Nathan
Yeah,
Fillion. He's
I'm
also
not doing him justice.
Yeah, there's nerds in the room, so I have to get the back of the Firefly. He was the lead actor in the show Firefly, which you gotta love if you're a nerd.
Well,
and if you haven't seen Firefly, stop watching this and watch it now.
the one I get the most is John Goodman.
That's not bad.
I'll take it. Not really, but I'll take it. I'd rather sound like him than look like him. But about every 6 months
They
it
get
happens.
paid like him. Yeah?
Yeah. I was on the ship once.
It's only 6 months?
Every 6 months. I hear.
No, that's what I'm saying. I get crap every day.
I get barraged with it. I was on a ship once. We'd done the family show. If you've ever been on a cruise, that's when everybody comes to the big room. A couple thousand people on this ship. And the next day I was waiting in line for pizza. Go figure. And I had like a T-shirt on and sunglasses and hat, just kind of incognito. And I was waiting in line. These 5 little girls were sitting there staring at me. And we're out of the side of the country, so it's okay. Anyway, no, they're staring. And the spokesgirl finally got the nerve to speak to me. She's like,
spokesgirl.
She goes, hi. I went, hey. She goes, were you the comedian man last night? So cute. I was like, yeah, did you enjoy the show? She said, yeah, you're funny, whatever. Have you ever seen that show called Roseanne? 2,000 miles out at sea, I was still getting it from little kids.
I get it all the time. It's not fair. I can't go anywhere like malls. I will walk in just dressed as a regular person, and people I've never met will say, hello, Newman, which I hate. It happens every day.
Excuse me, Johnny, I gotta
I
ask.
hate it. I hate it.
I have to ask, when you go into a mall dressed like a regular person, what clubs do you go to when you're not dressed like a regular person?
This is it.
Oh, that's okay then. That's all right.
I got suits and I got the other
I miss
outfit.
the
That's all I
flames.
got.
I
Oh,
love
yeah,
the
I'm bringing
flames.
them
It's always
back.
been your
I'm bringing them
thing.
back. I got another thing, too. Somebody came up. The only comment I've ever gotten about the way I looked that I liked, somebody once told me that I look like Brendan Fraser and Rodney Dangerfield. And then they did this. Brendan Fraser, Rodney Dangerfield.
I'd take either one.
I'll take that over Hello Newman any day. How about you, Sid?
I only say people say that they remind me of that guy that used to hang around their playground. And
I can see that. Yeah. You look like a gym coach. Yeah, you do. But I'm glad things are going
Penn
so well.
State. Penn State.
Oh, wow. All right.
Okay.
And we lost him again. We're back. But I'm really glad things are going so great for you. I know
You
that you're
too.
keeping crazy
That's
steady.
okay.
Thank you so much. Now, your website is southernnotstupid.com. Can
Yeah.
you tell me a little bit about Southern Not Stupid? Because I know it's not just a website. It's a CD. It's a whole brand,
It's a
right?
show. I got T-shirts, hats. I also do a thing called Travel Bites. Just like what we're doing right now. Every week or so, I want to put a new one in, just different travel stories, because it's hilarious what happens to it. It sounds made up, but these things that happen to us, you know.
And where can they see those?
SouthernNotStupid.com. It's one of the pages under Travel Bites.
Make sure you check that out. SouthernNotStupid.com. This is Mr. Mark Evans. Check him out when you get home. Thank you so much.
Hey, that was great.
We'll be right back with Sulfur. Stick around.
Tired of being poked and no one pokes back.
Do you post comments and get no response? Not even any likes?
Are your friend requests being ignored, or worse, declined? Are your only notification Farmville request?
Here at BTSC Facebook Consulting, we'll upgrade your quotes and bedazzle your statuses. You'll go from being ignored to adored.
You'll need a publicist for all the events you'll get invited to.
I hope you're not ticklish, because you're going to be getting poked. You'll get so many notifications, you'll need your own fax machine.
All these benefits can be yours at BTSC Consulting for only 36 easy payments of $17.99.
BTSC.
Because your status matters.
Greetings! I am Morak, the wizard of tic-tac-toe. I have spent decades mastering the art of this ancient game, and now I will share with you such moves as the Tibetan Twist, the Prince Albert Parry, and the Slamma Jamma Center X. So tune in Thursdays at 4:30 a.m. on Access 21. And in the meantime, watch your P's and Q's and your X's and O's.
Our musical guest tonight is a friend of the show. He is a bad man. He is the Dark Knight of Nerdcore. He's a Charlotte native and one of my favorite people in town. He just released his new CD, The Divine Gamble, and tonight he is performing his own song, Turtle Power. Please give a warm, crazy late welcome to Sulfur!
Crazy late, how y'all feeling?
Yeah!
So I've done this song many times, but I've never got to do it with the video before. I'm really excited to do that. If you like the video, go on YouTube, look up Sulfur Turtle Power, go watch it whenever. Does anybody know who the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are? This one's for you. Yo. The moon rose high over the city called New York. Over brothers grab that weren't dropped by any store. It was a combination of reincarnation, mutation, previous situations. Hand the bands resonating, weighing up the death breath in the new form. Warriors in green skiing far from the norm, far said right. I am unimpressed. Make some noise for Crazy Late, y'all.
Buy CDs from my favorite hip-hop group of nerdcore, the Thought Criminals. They're still out there rocking, ladies and gentlemen. It's Sulfur!
Stick around for more Crazy Late with Johnny Millwater.
Watching Crazy Late. One more time, thanks to my guest, Mr. Mark Evans. Sulfur. Tierra, Ajon. Ajon. Man, it's right there. Tierra, Ajon. I'm sorry. And one more time, thanks to Sid Davis, thanks to Crackers and Snackmeat, Johnny Millwater. Thanks to the cast and crew of Crazy Late. Thank you to the Comedy Zone for giving us a place to play. Don't miss next month's show. We've got Tanya Kelly, Eric Grady, and Wicked Powers. You're going to be right here on the stage. So check it out. Until next time, be good. But not too good. Good night.